Hello guys, welcome back to my channel vfxexpert. So guys, in this today's class we are going to see how to export new camera tracking data for Houdini. So now we are inside Nuke and just type imported over this sort inside Nuke. So this is our sort here. So first we will track this sort inside Nuke, then we will see how to export camera track for Houdini. Now here little bit just type adjusted this contrast with the help of this grade node. Now after this just we have to track this sort, then simply press tab and just take a camera tracker node and just we have to connect after this grid. Then go to these settings. Now just click on this preview features. So these points are features just I am going to track for this sort. Also check this refine features, and if you want to increase the number of points then simply just you can increase it. So 300 points just I am going to track for this sort here. After this again simply just we have to click on this camera tracker. Now just we have to click on this track. So now tracking has completed. Then after this we have to solve our camera. Then simply we have to click on this solve. So this is our camera solve error value, which is 0.9 here. So little bit if you want to improve your camera solve, maybe suppose if you are getting this error maybe above 1 pixel, so where we have to reduce this error here. So for this simply just we have to click on this auto tracks. Then bottom side you will get all these two main options here. For delete unsolved, which is orange points here, then delete rejected, which is red points here. So just simply we have to click on this one, then we have to click on delete rejected. After this again go to this camera tracker node and just we have to click on this update solve. Now this is our improved camera solve error here. So like this simply if you are getting maybe this error above 1 pixels, then simply just you can delete higher points and just simply you can improve your camera solve. Even just you can also adjust all these values here, maybe a little bit, maybe 10, 3, and just make it 8. Then again we have to click on this delete rejected. Now when you go to this camera tracker tab, just we have to click on update solve. So again little bit improvements here. So now here this is our camera solve. Then after this just we have to create a scene setups here. Then simply we have to click on this camera tracker node. Then go to this export and just we have to select this scene and just we have to create a 3D scene setups here. Then simply just a little bit adjust this one here. Now we have to click on create. So now just I am getting all these nodes here. Simply select this scene node and press 1. So now just you can see these are our actually point clouds here, which just I am getting here. So now if you see here little bit just we have to orient over this scene, because just I am getting some points below this grid here, because this is our grid here and these are our actually points here which just I tracked for this sort here. So for this what we have to do, so simply first we have to select this camera tracker node, then we have to press 1 and just we have to double click here. Now just we have to select some points all over this ground here for defining our ground plane. So just I am going to maybe select these points here. So hold shift, then you can select multiple points here. Then we have to right click, then click on this ground plane and set to selected. Then after this just we have to also define our scene origin. So for this sort just I am going to select maybe this point, then right click, then go to this ground plane and set origin. Now after this again we have to select this scene node and press 1. Now if you will see, so just I am getting this scene orientation here. So here just I have also oriented over this scene here. Now just I am getting all these points above this grid here. So now after this we have to check our this scene orientation. So for this simply just we have to create a card node and here. So simply press tab and just take a card node, and then take a grid node, press tab and just take a grid node. Even if you want you can also just take checkerboard, but I think this is sufficient. Now just we have to connect this card with our this scene node. Now just we have to take a scan line render node here, press tab and take a scan line render, and just this scene input just we have to connect with this scene. Then camera input just we have to connect with this camera, and this BG input just we have to connect with our this original plate here. Because if you want you can just copy this sort or just direct just you can connect with this one here. Now press 1, now press tab, So just I'm getting these things here. Then we have to double click on this card node and simply just orientation, just we have to select this ZX. Now to disable all these point clouds here, so simply just we have to select these point. Now press D for disable. So now just you can see this is actually a grid here. So with the help of this grid, we will little bit proper orient our scene here. So simply little bit just I'm going to scale this one first. Then just double click here. Then simple uniform scale, little bit just we can adjust. So usually just we can match all these lines here. Then again, what you can do, simply double click on this camera tracker node, then go to the scene options and just we can adjust all these rotations value and just you can little bit orient your scene inside new. So just I am going to orient it here. Maybe I think this is sufficient. So here just I am also oriented about the scene inside new. Now after this just I am going to export this camera track for Houdini. So for this simple, if you want you can export all these locators. Even you can also create access points here according to requirements. Maybe suppose if you want to import some specific point only, then you can create some access point. Like just I am going to show you here. So just select this camera tracker node, press 1, double click, and just you can select maybe any point like this, right click, then create and just create this access point. Then again just you can double click, now press 1 and just you can create another access point. So these actually basically totally depends on your requirements. Suppose if you don't want to export all these track points here like these, then you can define some point and just you can export according to your requirements. So like this, just two access just I have created. So usually just we can understand inside Houdini. After that just we have to connect these two also with this scene node. Now just I am going to export this camera track for Houdini. Then simple, just we have to take a right geo node, press tab and take a right geo node, and just we have to connect this node with this scene node. Now just we have to double click here, then we have to click on this file and just we have to select your folder where you want to save this file. So inside this folder just I am going to save over this exported camera tracking data here. So just give a name, then press .fbx. Now just we have to click on open. So here just I am going to export this camera tracking data in FBX format. So just you can see this one here. Then from here if you want you can just disable this light. So now after just I am going to export all these things here. Then simply we have to click on this execute. Then just we have to select your range. So this is our actually short range, which is start from 0 to 252 frames. Now just simply just we have to click on OK. So now here just I have exported about this new camera tracking data for Houdini. Now come inside Houdini. So now we are inside Houdini and just we have to import our tracking data which just I have exported from new. Then simply we have to click on file. Then we have to click on this import and just we have to select this fill box FBX options here, because in FBX format just I have exported tracking data from new. Then just we have to click here and just select your file. So this is our actually folder Nuke To Houdini, and this is our file which just I have created for Houdini. Simply just we have to select this FBX file and just we have to click on accept. Then finally we have to click on this import. So now here's the time imported about this tracking data inside Houdini. So first here just save your Houdini files. Now click on file, save, just give a name. So simply we have to click on accept. Then after this we have to also match this timeline according to our frame range here, which is start from 0 to 252 frames. So just we have to click on, just we have to define this value 0, which is my starting frame. Okay, so just you can see this one here, and just we have to define this 252. So this is totally depend on your short range here. Now you can see this is our camera which is moving or animated here. Now if you will select this no cap and just you can select your camera, so which you have exported from Nuke. So just you can see, and these are actually locators are point clouds, and inside this object network just I am getting this node here. Now if you will double click on this node, so you will get this camera and also you will get all your track points here. So these are actually locators or track point which you have tracked inside Nuke. So if you want, you can delete some point, otherwise you can keep all these things. So even you will also get your access point, whatever just you have created. So just you can see. So like this, if you want, you can just create your required access point, then only just you can export for Houdini. So now after this, what we have to do? So first we have to little bit adjust this size for all these locators here. So simply just we have to select all these locators here. Then you will get this uniform scale option. Now simply just define this one here, 0.001. So now just you can maybe just maybe 0.01. I think these are sufficient here. Then again we have to click here. So now simply just type import over this tracking thread. So as you can see all these points here. After this, just I am going to import our background plate or image plane here. So for this, again just go to this tracking data node here, and just we have to select this camera. Then go to this view tab here. So bottom side you will get this background image options here. So simply just we have to click and just we have to select your image sequence. Now this is our actual image sequence. So which is start from 0 to 252 frames. So just we have to select and just we have to click on accept. So now here you will also get your image plane or background plate here. Now just simply just we can play and just we can check this one here. So now just you can see. So simply just I have imported over this new tracking data inside Houdini. Now after this, just I am going to create some test object and we will check this scene here. So now for this, first just I am going to create a cube. So for this, first we have to create a geo node here, or you can say folder. So press tab. So this is geo node, geometry node, and just we have to double click, then go to this inside this node and just we have to create some 3D objects here. So press tab, take a box or cube and just click here. So just you can see now this is a little bit too big. Then we can select this one and just take a transform node. So press tab, take a transform node. And just we can connect, then we can select and just adjust this uniform scaling. Now just we have to view this one here. So this cube just I am getting here. So maybe I think 0.5. So this is just only for testing purpose here. So now here if you will see, we are inside this geometry context here. Now just we have to click here. So just I am getting all these things here. Now simply just we can play and just check. So now just you can see this is our cube which is just placed on into the scene here. Now if you will see, I think this is a little bit just slipping here. So now just you can see, so I think this cube is not properly placed here. So for this, what we have to do, so just we have to check this cube we have to place on top of our grid here. Okay, remember this one here. So now again just go to inside this view and just we have to check. Simply just we can check this our grid here. So now just you can see, you can now just you can see this cube which is half below this grid. So what we have to do, so simply hold spacebar and press 2. So now just I am looking through this top view here. Even just you can also press 3 like this. Just you can press 2 1 3 and just you can place your cube on top of your grid here. So just I am going to little bit place it here, select this one and just adjust this y axis. So here just I place this one here. Now again press spacebar and 1. Now just we are inside this perspective view again. So just you can see this now properly just I placed on top of this grid. Now again just we have to select this camera and just we have to play and just we have to check these things here. Now again just you can click here, or just you can also play inside this geometry context here and just you can check your quality. So now here if you will see, so this cube is properly just placed into this scene here, and this is just matching according to this camera movement here. Now just you can see all these things here. Now control S. Then after this you can create another test geometry and just you can create some simulations here. So now first just take a crack geometry here. So press tab and just take a crack geometry. Again now just take a transform node. So now just we have to check both objects here. Then simply we have to take a merge node. and just we have to connect both transform with this merge node. Now just we can view all these things here. Now just we can adjust this uniform scale value. So this is our actually crack geometry here. A little bit also just cube, just we can adjust, maybe sufficient. Now just we have to play and just we have to check this crack geometry. So this one here, so just little bit just we have to move this crack back. So just we have to select, then we can take this one here and just you can move this one back here like this. A little bit also just I am going to time offset for this one here. So just we have to select this one, press tab and just take a time offset node, time shift node here, and just we can connect this one. Then go to this one and just we have to click here, then we can define this value here. So now just we can check here. Now again just we have to move this one here. Just I am adjusting only crack positions here, so just easily just we can see this simulations here. Little bit if you want you can also just adjust your crack size here, but this is just only for explanations here. Now just we can click here and just we can play and just check. Just check this one here. So just I am getting these things here. So this crack geometry also plays into this scene. Now after this we will break this cube here. So for this what we have to do, so simply just we have to do some RBD simulations here. So first we have to take a press tab and just take a RBD material fracture here. Then we have to connect with this cube. Then we have to take RBD's bullet solver and just we have to connect this one. So just I am getting these some cracks here. Then also we have to connect our collision geometry, whichever this crack here. So for this what just I am going to do, so just you can take output from this transform and just you can connect this last second point. So just I am getting these things here. Now just we can play and just check also from here. So this will take a little bit time. Now just we have to check all these things here. So now here if you will see, actually this is not breaking this geometry. So just you can see. So what we have to do, simple, just we have to go to this RBD bullet solver, then go to this collision, and from collision type just we have to select the deforming. So now simply again just we have to play and just we have to check. So the reset simulations here. So one more thing, actually if you will see here, actually just I am displaying this merge node output here. So just you can see this blue color here. So just we have to view this RBD solver, then only we will get result from these simulations here. So okay, so this again important things here. So just we have to check this one here. Now then go to the startings here and just simply we can play and just we can check. So now here just I am getting this actually fracture geometry here. So by default which is actually breaking this starting frame here, and just properly just I am not getting this collision geometry. So as you can see this one, only at this first frame just I am getting this geometry, but after this just I am not getting this proper collision geometry here. So for this what we have to do, because this is just a packed animated geometry, so just we have to also use convert node. So press tab and just take a convert node and just we have to connect it here. Just connect this one here. So now again go to the starting frame here and now just play and just view the simulations here. Now this collision geometry is visible here, so properly just you can see this crack. But now a little bit just I am going to improve this actually fracture things here. So what I am going to do, and also just we have to adjust this because by default this is also breaking from a starting point here. Okay, so just we have to animate these things here. So for this simply just what we have to do, so just stop this one here, then go to the starting frame here So first select this RBD fracture materials. A little bit also just I am going to add some details. So if you can just check this one, edge details. So a little bit you will get some edge details here, while this will break this symmetry. In bottom side you will also interior also just you can check, and just you can adjust. If you can adjust all these values here, but I think just on default value just we will check. Now for this which is actually breaking through starting point here, so for this what I am going to do, so first simply just I am going to create a attribute. So press tab and just take a create attribute, just connect it here, create name active, then type, just we have to select this integer. Now just we will play and just we have to check these things here. So now again just play and just view and play just these things. So now this is not breaking here, so just you can see this one here. So what we have to do, just we have to animate this value here. Okay, so before simulation what I am going to do, so just go to the starting points here and just select this, view this merge node. Just I am going to check this actually where this is just hitting this cube. So maybe from this frame just we have to animate. So this value just we have to animate, then right, then hold alt and just click here. So now this value is 0 here, then go to next frame and just make it 1. Now again hold alt and just click here. Now this is animated here. Now again go to the starting frame here, then view this RBD solver and just I am going to check the simulations here. Now simply just we have to play and just we have to check. Even you can also just view from here. So again camera I have selected, then just use this and play flipbook. Now just use this flipbook render here, so just we can see all these things here. Now this is not breaking from starting points here, so just you can see this one. Now just we can play and just check these things here. So now this is just moving here and this is proper just placed on this foot. Now this is just proper this place into this scene here. Now this is just breaking this cube here. Now just you can see all things are just matching here. So what we have to do after this, simply just we have to close this one here. So now after this what we have to do, simply just we have to select this RBD solver and just we have to check these visualizations maybe. So geometry just you will get these things here, so just you can see this one. So this will not show you here. So now again after this just what we have to do for this, simply again just we can take this merge node. Now just press escape. So just we have to cancel the simulations here, then go to the starting frame here, and again just what we have to do, simply just we have to take a merge node. So press tab and just take a merge node, and simply just we have to take output from this one and just we have to take this output from this frame. Just we have to view this one here. Now just we can play and just we can check. Simply just we can play and just check things here. Now again stop this one here and then go to this object level here, and it is, if you want you can disable these things here. Now camera here just I have selected, simply just we can play and just we can check. Now guys you can see this result here, and remaining thing just you can adjust according to your requirements here, because this is not a simulations tutorial. This is just only how to import Nuke tracking data inside Houdini. So thanks for watching.